Welcome in.
I didn't do my research. I didn't because
It's all over. It's all over.
I don't think I've been this like kind of like
I don't
buzzed.
think he bit my ear.
Hello, let's journey to the middle.
This journey to the middle.
You'll meet them all again on their long journey to the middle.
So good to see you again. It was such a long holiday.
I missed you. So hey, I want to point something out real quick. So you see this?
I was going to ask, what is there outside?
There we go, right there. That's
Yeah.
outside. So I got this mega tree thing. So it's basically a flagpole, and I got lights going down it. So
Oh, that's awesome.
and I'm on the second level of the house right now.
Yeah, I thought that was in your room.
No, it's outside. I'm gonna show it to you real better. I'm gonna show it to you here.
Holy shit, that looks awesome.
Wow.
Hold on. I can get some more of it there. Yeah.
That's awesome. That looks so cool.
That was the project over the weekend. I found a star at Target that I could put at the top of that thing.
Did
So-
you?
Yeah, so I bought it. Now I got to take it down to put on the star.
I was gonna say, like, how are you gonna get it up there? Because I don't see you climbing up there. And
No, I'll have to take it down to do it. I'm contemplating not doing it till next year, but I'm really anxious to do it.
Oh, well, I was going to say too, if you've got a ladder that you could put up and do that.
It's 20 feet in the air.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have a ladder that size.
Okay. Never mind then.
here, man, I'll give you upsies. Like,
Right, I was
Yeah.
going to say we can all hoist you on our shoulders, or
Yeah.
we can hold you as you hang out the window to try to do it in the
like
room.
a
I
pyramid or
can't
something.
reach it. It's actually farther than it looks.
Is it?
Yeah, because it's like in the center of the front yard.
Okay.
It's just massive. That's all.
That's awesome though. I'm totally living vicariously through you. Because
With the tree.
oh, excuse me. We don't have a tree or anything because of the cat and shit. And I don't
You
have
need
any.
a tree.
Sorry?
You need a tree.
I know. This sounds terrible when I say it out loud, but once the cat is no longer with us, then I will feel okay getting a tree. It might be okay now, but he still likes to fuck with things, and he's really old, so I don't trust that he wouldn't fuck with it and knock it over. So
When we had a cat, she didn't give a shit about the tree. She used to sleep under it, and that was it.
Julian's an asshole, and I say that in a loving way, but he's like my old little asshole cat, and he'll be watching you. I shit you not. He'll be sitting next to me. He'll be looking me in the fucking eye, and I'll have something sitting next to him, whether it's a tube of chapstick or I've got the remote sitting there. Motherfucker stares me in the eye, and he'll swat it. If it's the remote, of course, it flies off the table.
Yeah.
If it's a tube of chapstick, he swats it, and it flies across the room. He's a little shit. That's what he just wants to do. So I'm definitely can't have any of that stuff around him. He'd be like the cat. Was it the cat in Christmas Vacation that chewed on the lights on the tree?
Yeah, chewed on the cord. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He had 9 lives. He just spent them all.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. Yeah, that would be my cat right there.
I caught the ending of that movie on Thursday because I was falling asleep at dinner.
Oh, it's a tradition. We'll watch it before Christmas.
Yeah.
So we passed by. So Mike and I, we had to go run an errand on Sunday, and I don't remember where the fuck we were. But we passed by a house that had the blow up things on the front lawn. The Christmas decorations, and it was all from the movie. They had Randy Quaid's character. They had Chevy Chase. It was fucking cool. It was really cool to see that.
I've seen those at Target. I'd have to see it blown up. The ones I saw looked like they were just basically like a blow up, and they threw a picture on it.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
right. It wasn't their likeness. No.
Yeah, it looked cheesy, and we saw it at the store, and Izzy's like, "Oh, because it's my favorite Christmas movie." I'm like, "Yeah, that looks cheesy." I don't know.
It's it looked cool in the yard just because you knew what it was, but as far as it being cheesy, 1,000% it was. It just you know what I mean, just because it didn't have their likeness.
Yeah,
So
we,
it's kind of like, really?
yeah, we have blow ups. We have an Olaf. We have a Chewbacca, but it's not like it's like a cartoonish Chewbacca.
Oh,
Um,
so-
the snowman from the Rudolph and like some dragon things.
yay.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Oh my God, I'm so excited too. By the way, I just got the notification that my new iPhone just like legitimately shipped. I fucking cannot
Oh.
wait to get that.
Oh,
Did you, now, did you get the Pro Max or did you just get the Pro?
oh, it's the Pro Max.
You got the Max. How do you like the
Big
sound?
one.
Yeah, I
I,
was gonna.
I love this thing. I was like doing things like iPhone things in the text message so that you guys would notice, but nobody noticed.
I did notice, but I didn't. You know why? Because
Oh, okay.
I did, but like because the group text message, like it's not like when you reply. I guess no. It is
It's
now.
an iMessage now.
It is iMessage now. I
Yeah.
did. Holy shit, Matt! Where did you? Oh my God, I'm so.
I was thinking about getting one just because I got the Mac at home and everything, and
Who's your carrier, Matt?
Sprint.
Oh, you have Sprint too. They just had a fucking deal on them today for Cyber Monday. That's why I upgraded today. Because
really?
yeah, because I looked at both the Pro and the Max, and I went with the Pro because of the smaller size. And like I was reading a bunch of reviews. Like I'm a geek when it comes to buying electronics because I do like
Yeah.
I read all the reviews and then like I'll watch the YouTube videos about the people using them. And there was this one video. This guy was like going through like he went over all the specs and then he went through like everything like and then he started talking about the cameras and all that stuff. And I was just like, for the small differences, and I mean, I guess the camera, it's not a super small difference, but like the camera on the Pro has all the guts of the one on the Max. It's just there was one thing that was like different, like 47% something, and I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, it's like the depth.
That's what it is. Thank
Yeah.
you. That's what it was. And it's something about like if you're taking pictures in low light, like the
Night
Max
mode.
is definitely better for that, right?
Yeah.
But I was like, for those things, to me, it didn't make sense for me, for my use personally. It didn't make sense for me to get that phone. So the deal with Sprint today that they had though was if you had a trade-in, which I do, you can get the phone. What was it? It was $8.50 a month for the Pro.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
So, yeah, I didn't have a trade-in. They had that going over the weekend too.
Did
They
they?
had a
Okay.
trade-in that they would knock the price down. I think it was like something like $6 is what I heard originally.
Hmm.
But I didn't have a trade-in, so it would have been something like $33 a month for me.
Yeah.
But I ended up just buying the phone outright because I'm like, I don't really want to pay per month on the phone,
Oh, that's
and I'm
smart.
going to keep this one for a while. So
And you got the Sprint Complete on it too, right?
yeah,
Good. Yeah, well, because when I bought it today, all I kept like they said that I could expect to get it between like 1214 and 118. So I'm like, well, that's a really big fucking range in date. And like right. So but I figured because of COVID and shit like that too, and demand and whatever. So I was like, whatever. I don't care. I still have my phone for now, and I wasn't gonna buy one until after the new year anyway. So like no big deal. So then I ordered like my case for it and the screen protector, and they make protectors, by the way, for the camera lenses. So I bought that shit too. And
Because you guys just has 3, right?
it's what is it? It's Matt. It's 3 different lenses on there, right?
yeah. There's 3 different lenses, and then there's the flash, and then I like one of these is just for the depth thing and the night mode or whatever, and
Okay.
yeah.
Because
So
I only have 2 on mine, but I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys have 3.
Well,
yeah,
3
it's insane looking, dude. It's like
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I am very excited to get it, but I'm pissed because I ordered the shit from Amazon and I'm like, whatever, it'll be here before the phone, no big deal.
yeah. I ordered a case and it came the next day. I was like, yes.
And then now, like the phone's fucking coming tomorrow, but my accessories won't be here until Saturday.
Oh, that sucks.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. And Mike's like, maybe just wait until Saturday then to hook up the phone. And I was like, probably what I'll just do.
Yeah.
I want to use it right away, but at the same time, I'm not going to cry if I have to wait a few days to activate it and do all that stuff.
Right.
I'd rather be safe than sorry, you know? So, Yeah. So yay, good for you. I'm so glad that you got an iPhone, Matt. Welcome to the club, my friend.
I had one a long time ago, and then like the iPhones weren't updating some of the cool shit like the Android was doing,
Mm-hmm.
and I just had Android for that long, and then like since I got the MacBook here, I'm like, well, shit, you know, all my shit's half of my shit's Apple, the other half's like Google and then Amazon.
Right.
Like, you know, I might as well just switch it.
Yeah.
You get your MacBook.
Consolidate it all to one.
I got it
Or two.
shortly after we started this podcast, actually.
No, okay. I don't.
Yeah.
You didn't bring that over to my house though when we would record. You had
No, I had that was Jen's laptop. I didn't really have one that was technically mine.
got it. Okay.
So that was hers from school, and I was just using that whenever. So
Got it. Okay. Yeah. Good. Welcome back to the dark side, my friend. We're
yeah,
happy.
I'm super happy because like so the stereo in my car has like the Android Play and iPhone or whatever Apple Play or whatever they call it,
Yeah.
and it looks compared to the old phone because it runs a different system.
Uh-huh.
Compared to the old phone, it looks so much nicer on that screen on my car. It's awesome.
Nice.
I was like, this is the shit.
God, man.
How much I spent on the phone? I'm like, I told Jen, I'm like, I really love my phone.
I would hug you if I could right now. How did you get the 512 or the 256?
The 256.
That's what I got too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
I was gonna settle with the 128, but no one has any.
Well, and the other thing too, honestly, like I learned very quickly quite a few years ago,
Mm.
think you're only going to need that much, and then you get that much, and then you're fucked. Like,
Yeah, well, you know what I end up doing is like I'll send all my pictures to my Amazon cloud once my phone gets full.
oh, nice. Okay.
So then I can delete them off my phone or keep whatever I want to keep.
And what I was going to say too is Sprint Complete has an app also that you can like upload your shit there too. But you know, through like your they've got this Sprint Complete app. I haven't used it for a while. I deleted it a while ago, but if you've got Gmail, you can also back up your shit'll like your phone will sync your photos to like your Google Photos too.
Yeah.
So you've
Amazon
got
will do that. I just don't leave it on because then it like gets screenshots and shit from work. It uploads too.
oh
And
yeah.
I don't want those uploading because then it just takes up space. So.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, I checked because I have voicemails saved from my mom, and I saved them to my iCloud, and like and I've got like 3,500 pictures on my phone. So I like checked today. I physically logged into my iCloud on my computer, and everything was there, like my file folder with the voicemails from my mom, and like all of my photos were there. So I was like, well, fuck it. Then I can start. I'm not going to freak out if they don't upload on my new phone because that's fine by me because at least I still have them somewhere,
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, Nando, we're recording already.
Oh, I saw the recording part on it.
Okay. You jumped in late, so I wanted to let you know. Watch your language. We're
Watch
recording.
my language. This is bullshit.
No, it's crazy. I got to tell you really quickly. I'm sorry. And then you can tell me to shut up so you could talk. But like you look, and Matt, tell me if you think this too. You look like my friend AJ.
Really?
Yeah, with your haircut, like, and that's a good thing. He's a very good-looking man. Like, you look totally like him. You totally look like him now that you've got your haircut like that. You reminded me of him before, but now I totally see it.
AJ from is it from school?
Yeah.
AJ, I'm gonna have to remember the name later.
He and I are still like friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, yeah.
Right.
Better looking version.
Yes, agreed.
I don't think he listens to the podcast.
All right, Amanda. Now I'm going to shut up. Sorry, you were starting to say something.
I was just gonna say, like, when I go to edit this, I'm gonna leave most of this in.
I was just going to. That's what I was going to say.
Might as well.
You might as well.
So, welcome to Journey to the Middle. You interrupted our conversation.
Do you know why I was late? Because I was actually on time. But do you know why I was late?
Were you pooping?
No, although that would have been a good reason.
You were responding to our text messages?
Well, I was waiting for you to be like, "Hey, I sent the link," and I'm like seriously sitting in front of my computer, and then I'm like, "Damn, I already sent it like 3 days ago." I'm like the biggest moron, and I'm like, "Yeah, I just scrolling through my email. I'm like, yeah, there it is. I'm like, son of a bitch. Like I was literally just sitting in front of my computer like a moron. I'm like, they're gonna laugh.
Me and Nando, I send Nando a link
Yeah.
to Zoom, so then he can log in through that way. But we're not doing that because Dana's here.
Yeah. So I was like literally like this. Waiting for the link, like a dumbass.
I had to restart. I thought I was going to be the one that was last because I went to log in, and then when it logged me in, it's like, oh, it's not finding your camera. I'm like, I got to restart the computer. And I restarted it, so I thought I was going to be the last one in.
No, but I was here first.
Yeah.
I know. So proud of myself for like doing something fucking right for once.
I had my camera on. You would have just seen me like this.
I
You have your camera on, Dana.
Yeah.
no, dude, it's cool. I have no makeup on and I have cramps. I'm telling everybody in the world that. And I don't feel good. So I'm good with no camera today.
Well,
No,
if it makes you feel any better.
We're all going to sync.
Yeah, Matt and I don't have makeup on either.
that is a good thing.
Speak for yourself, sir.
But y'all don't have a uterus either. I'm in like horrible fucking pain today. So yeah, good times.
I can't relate to that. I don't even know what to say to that. Go take it out.
And you know what? And that's why I tell men that shit because they never know what to say.
I mean, for me, it's whatever. I live in a house full of women, Like, I mean, I have a daughter who has been through the changes and one who's about to. So
yeah, I
actually prefer to make them uncomfortable about it.
Dude, you're a dick, man. If my dad did that shit to me, oh no.
Oh man. Hey, let's get that stuff into the bottom of the garbage can so I don't have to see it, please.
Oh
Are you gonna be like, what's his face, that comedian?
Which one? Bill Burr?
Like, yeah.
Oh, or is it Bert Kreischer?
Bert Kreischer, yeah, the one with the no shirt.
The period party, yes.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I don't think they have a period party. I'm going to send you a link to Period Party so you can watch it later.
Jesus Christ. I'm sure Mike is familiar with it because he loves Bert Kreischer. So.
Oh, okay. It's amazing.
If your daughter has
did we talk about Bert Kreischer in the cabin yet?
Yeah, we had, but like if your daughter has
talked about it?
Yeah.
All right.
No, he keeps talking over you. Say that again.
I was saying, like, if your daughter has a party like that, will you tell us? Like, if you're gonna invite like two random boys,
maybe I'm gonna suggest it to her because actually her two best friends are boys.
Oh.
and they're both very awkward, by the way.
So I kind of think I get the gist of like what the period party is supposed to be. I didn't have a period party. What my mom did, I was 11, by the way, boys, fucking 11 years old, 5th grade. And it was right for my fucking birthday too. And instead my mom just called me out of school that day. And I remember going shopping with her and Tiffany's mom, because, Tiffany and I grew up next door to each other. Yeah. And we went shopping and I got gifts that day. Quote unquote. It wasn't like, oh, here's a gift because you have your period. It was really like, here you go. You want to buy something? Let me buy you something so I can like tell you how bad I feel that you're going to be in pain for the rest of your, like better part of your fucking life. Oh God. So
I would tell you about the joke, but he tells it way better than me. I would ruin it.
Okay. Well, now everybody knows when I got my period, so that's good. And I'm okay with that. I don't give a shit because I'm a pretty open person. So it doesn't matter to me. I don't give a fuck. Did you guys? So we're just totally like having conversations right now. Did you guys finish all your Christmas shopping yet?
No. Okay. So here's the thing, and I think everybody probably knows this, but the dad in the family doesn't really do a whole lot of Christmas shopping.
That's fair. That's true. That is very true.
I will buy Jen some stuff. I will be told to make sure I pick out stuff for my mom. So every year, hi mom, because she listens to this podcast, I do pick out the gifts.
No, you don't, you liar.
No, I'm not lying. I do. And then I always get the kids something just specifically from me. I get them one each something from me. So, but Jen does a majority of the shopping, obviously. Well, I help wrap reluctantly. I help wrap, and it's like a night. It's usually like our date night is replaced by wrapping gifts sometime in December, and that's what we will do for like an entire fucking night.
See, my mom never made my dad help with that, but also like he would have fucked it up anyway. So
Yeah.
yeah.
She buys, well, we got a pretty good sized family with the aunts and uncles and stuff, and we do a Secret Santa thing on Christmas Eve with like my mom and my grandparents and my uncles and niece and nephew when they're in town. So
Nice.
we'll do that. So it can be a lot of presents, and Jen likes to shop.
I get it. That's cool. See, I don't wrap gifts though. So I am that asshole where I will give you your gift in the Amazon package that it came in, or I'll put it in like a jewel bag or something.
Amazon has an option for gift wrapping, Dana.
I mean, it does, but I'm not paying those assholes $3.99 every fucking time I want to wrap a gift. So I'm like, here you go. I might put a bow on the box. You'll be lucky if I keep it back together after I open it to make sure it's not broken. But yeah, that's what I do. Like,
I think wrapping is overrated. I also think cards are overrated too, by the way.
Cards?
Birthday cards. Yeah, I hate them. I don't hate them. I'll take them, but I hate buying them because it's like, here's this card that you're just gonna throw away.
Matt only likes the cards if they come with something in them. And then Matt's like, fuck this, and he throws out the card, right? See, Nando agrees.
No, I take them home. I keep them for like a week, and then they'll be on the counter, and I'll be like, oh shit, they're still here. Make sure the money's not still in it. All right.
Goodbye card.
Right. I like cards, but I don't like getting them for every fucking occasion throughout the year. So
yeah.
Cool. Like if I get a birthday card, I don't really give a shit if I get a Christmas card. I don't need that. I don't need a card for Thanksgiving because why the fuck do you need a card for Thanksgiving? I also don't need it.
People give cards for Thanksgiving?
I mean, I think I have some weird friends who are like really like domestic who do that stupid shit.
Oh no, we need to unfriend them.
Well, and I'm making like grand assumptions here, but they're like also the very domestic people who, and I'm not picking on them because I think it's cool that they do it, but I'm like, I will never do that, and you'll never get a card from me because I don't fucking buy stamps either. But
so we're talking about someone who has like all the time in the world, so they're gonna always do cards for everything.
Totally. And like, yes. And like, or like send you 8 pictures a year of their family on a fucking card. Like, which I do appreciate though, because I like getting them. I do like getting them, even though like I've never sent out a card to anybody. I think the last time I sent out cards was the thank you cards for my wedding. And that was
okay.
6.5.
I didn't even want to do that when I got married. I was like, oh my God, this was a waste. They were there. We said thank you at the wedding.
No, but you have to, man.
Oh, no, I had to. It wasn't a fight. It was just a statement. I wasn't be like, all right, well, let's fill these things out.
Just make Jen do it at the bottom.
Great. Tupperware set. Thank you for the Tupperware set. I will stain it with spaghetti as soon as I can.
Thank you for the money. I will use it to buy my house. Like,
yeah.
Well, and
I spent it on hookers and drugs.
Right. You sound like my ex-husband. That's great.
Oh
Matt's reaction is amazing because I'm pretty sure I told him that full story. Nando.
I didn't get the whole story.
But
story time later.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Nando. Yeah, we'll have story time at some point where I could tell you boys the full story of what happened.
Yes, absolutely.
That's what sealed the fucking last nail in the coffin for Divorce Town for me. You know, I was already like 75% of the way there, and then after, so that good times.
So after that, Nando, what shows have you been watching?
Oh,
yeah. That involves blow.
Interestingly enough, I went on Netflix and I checked out that David Letterman, My Next Guest Needs No Introduction show.
No.
Yeah, I checked that out. Before I forget though, Dave Chappelle was pulled from Netflix because he wasn't getting any money. I don't know if you guys talked about that.
I will. Yes, I wanted to talk about that. He did a little special
Yeah.
It was like 8 minutes or 10 minutes or something like that, where he talks
Yeah.
about what happened with Comedy Central, Netflix, HBO Max. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Bart. Tell the story.
No,
I
well,
didn't hear this because we were watching Chappelle shit on Netflix.
It's gone.
yeah, so was I. And I'm like, wait, where'd it go? And so I'm like looking for this, and like Chappelle gets mad because he's not getting paid for it. I'm like, well, that makes sense. You know, if you're not getting paid
Mhm.
for it, I'd be bitching him out too. Like, hey man, you know that literally has my name on it. Where's my money?
Well, wait a second though, because when he went on SNL, he talked about how it was on Netflix, but they like don't they have to pay you for that though?
Yeah.
Like,
And they weren't paying him.
No.
No.
Because, well, they don't have to, because what happened was, so Chappelle, in his first contract for Chappelle's show,
Comedy
Didn't-
Central.
right, with Comedy Central, did not get a whole lot of money out of that.
Mm.
Because it was the first contract, the first go round. Then he turned down the big payday, disappeared for a while. So
What?
Comedy Central has come back, and they've sold the show to Netflix, and they sold the show to HBO Max.
Oh,
And so Chappelle was talking about, there's a whole thing on, like, you can find it on YouTube about him talking about it.
okay.
But so he went to Netflix and said, hey, I'm not really cool with that. That's got my name on it.
Yeah.
You know, and Netflix is like, oh, well, we'll pull it. Because, I mean, they have a good relationship, because he signed a big contract with Netflix to do all the specials. So he's got like 3 of them out, or 4 of them now,
Oh,
and he's got more that he's going to do for them. And they're like, oh, yeah, no, we'll pull it.
okay.
So they pulled it off Netflix. HBO Max, I think, still has it. I haven't looked. But Chappelle's like, told everybody, this is what he said. He's like, don't watch it. Boycott Chappelle show. Don't watch that shit, because I'm not getting paid for it.
Right.
He's fucking right though. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Well, he
Wow.
got screwed out of his first contract, and that's what he was. You know, that's what he was saying. Because he
Yeah.
was so young. I mean, I forgot. Like, was like early 20s.
I was gonna say he had to have been early to mid 20s, right?
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were just talking about that. But positive news: The Office is still on for the rest of the year.
Yes, it is.
Ooh, is it? Okay.
I almost wanted to like start watching it again too.
So you have just a limited amount of time to finish it.
But
If you-
Nando, so you said you started watching that David Letterman show. So
Yeah.
I've been interested because I have not watched it yet.
Nando took my recommendation. Dana did not.
I did not. That's correct.
I'm like he's gonna be so proud because like I turned it on, right, and I'm scrolling through and I'm like looking at the guests and I'm like, I don't care about that person, don't know who that is.
Guess which one you watched?
I watched 3. We're gonna try to guess.
I can tell. I know one of them.
Yeah, I know you know one of them.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, that was the first
Okay.
one. That was the first one I watched. And then I saw that he had Obama on there.
Mhm.
And I'm like, oh yeah, I'll watch one with Obama. And then Jacqueline's a huge Seinfeld fan, so I threw the one with Jerry on there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it lasted like 30 minutes before I had to like leave, and I'm like, this guy's terrible. I just I don't know why I don't like Seinfeld. I've never liked him. I don't know why.
The Seinfeld one, I was a little disappointed with the Seinfeld one. It didn't seem like they got very in depth with him.
Mm.
Robert Downey Jr. one was weird.
Yeah, with his like farm and like
Yeah, weren't they walking with a llama or some shit?
yeah. It was great because I mean, like, you know, obviously they met like, you know, before they filmed the
Right.
you know the show, and then, you know, walking around, you know, petting. I don't know, like it's literally like a farm.
Yeah.
He's got all these
Yeah, it's like
animals.
a farm on his, house, his area where he lives and everything, and he's got caretakers just walking around doing shit. But
Yep.
he knows the animals' names. He's like, "Oh, this is whatever," and so he has something to do with it at some point. Like, he's not just like, it's not just for show.
I own these llamas and all these pigs and
Llamas.
llamas.
That's how you should
Or
pronounce
it's Spanish translation. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, but it was great. No, I was like, you know, Matt's gonna be really happy that I actually watched something.
I am happy.
Did you guys
Yeah.
ever watch that show Utopia on Prime at all?
I haven't started it yet.
Well, they fucking canceled it, so there's not going to be a season 2.
Oh well. No
So
bother.
don't start it.
Right.
Bother them. Quite
I
sure
mean,
you don't.
I would say to watch it anyway because it's really good. But yeah, they pulled it. I guess it was not received very well.
Mm.
Just you.
Well, Mike liked it. Mike was even surprised that I liked it. He's like, I can't believe that you wanted to watch it. And I'm like, no, it was really, really good because it was John Cusack was in it, and then the guy from, oh God, what the fuck was the name of the show? You're the Worst. It was the best friend from You're the Worst. I can't remember his name, but it was a really, really good show. We thought it was good, and yeah, so it's not coming back. Did I tell you guys about Wayne the last time that we podcasted the show Wayne that's on Prime?
Mm-mm.
Wayne, no.
Okay, watch it first of all.
Okay.
I think I posted it on our podcast page though on Facebook. So
Oh, okay. I saw that post. That was good. I was
Yeah.
gonna watch it, but I just haven't done it yet. I'm pulling a Nando on that one.
yeah, it's all good. And a Dana. So but it's really good. So it's I guess it originated, or, well, I should say, yeah, that's probably the right way to say it. It originated on YouTube. It was a series on YouTube. And then whatever happened, like they stopped doing it on YouTube. So somehow Prime got involved and they bought it. So
Okay.
I think it was made in like 2018. It's spectacular. It's very gory. It's really good. So that was something that we also watched. And then we've been watching a lot of HBO Max stuff though too, because there's that new Kaylee Cuoco show, The Flight Attendant, on HBO Max.
I saw that. I haven't started it yet.
We binged
It might be a while before I start it.
we binged all of the episodes that were already available. It's freaking good. It's really, really, really good. And then there's
I
another
wanna
show. Yeah, that's a good one. And then The Undoing with Nicole Kidman and Hugh Grant. We started watching that last night, and that's actually turning out to be really good too. And then there's this murder. It's called Murder on Middle Beach. That's also on HBO Max. So like those are like that's what we're watching right now too. Good stuff.
So I got a chance to watch the trial of the Chicago 7.
How was that?
Great. It's fantastic. It's been on my list for a while, and I had a chance to finally sit down and watch it. It's really good.
I've been waiting to get your feedback on that because truth be told, Mike and I watched it a while ago too.
Yeah.
So I've been
it's been around a while.
Yeah, I think like a month or so it's been out.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Nando, I'm guessing you hadn't seen that movie yet, right?
No, I haven't.
No, not yet. Another
Not
one.
yet.
I liked it. And Sacha Baron Cohen was great in that movie.
Yeah, he really was. I really loved him in that movie. He was good.
Good.
That judge, like the entire movie, is just infuriating me. I'm just like, oh my god. And then at the end, they kind of say, that basically all like other judges or something like that, after reviewing the case, basically said he was unfit to be a judge.
Yes, that's the whole time. Mike and I were so pissed. We're both yelling at the TV as we're watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so glad you liked it. I mean, I had a feeling you were probably gonna like that movie anyway, but it was really, really good.
Yep. Yeah. Nando, you should go watch the movie.
Right.
What's the name of it so I don't forget?
The Trial of the Chicago 7.
Okay.
And it's about wasn't it the oh my god,
The Vietnam War and
the Democratic
at the Democratic National Convention when it was in Chicago.
Yeah,
Okay.
when all the riots and shit broke out. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on. Is it on? If it's on HBO Max, I won't be able to watch it because I don't have
That's
that.
the Netflix one, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Either Netflix or Prime. It's one of the two, but I'm pretty sure it's actually Netflix though.
I'm pretty sure Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much is HBO Max? Because I'm thinking maybe I should get it.
Mm.
It's not. If it's too much.
It's $14.99.
And I think you get a trial though, don't you get like a
You
free
get a 7-day trial.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
So let me know. Let me know when Wonder Woman comes out. I'll watch it and then cancel.
That's
Wonder Woman December
It's
Is it
coming up soon,
today?
right?
Eve.
It's
Yeah.
Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, yeah.
Yeah. Nando, you could come over and watch Wonder Woman.
Yes. Done.
I don't know. I think that they've got a lot of good content on HBO Max. I was really happy that Mike got the subscription to it. But
Yeah, I'm watching Euphoria on HBO Max. That's the one with Zendaya, however you say her name.
Zendaya from Spider-Man, right?
Well, Spider-Man, but also from like Nickelodeon or is it Disney? One of the two.
oh, okay. What's it about?
We talked about it a little bit before, so I'll keep it brief. She's a recovering drug addict, and it's basically just like this real like take on her recovery
That's
and
it.
how she deals with it, how her family's dealing with it, and like how she's developing relationships with other people with
Okay.
it. And yeah, it's pretty. There's some really dark shit in it, dark moments. Like if you think like the morning show, like some of those scenes when they started putting that disclaimer at the front of the show,
Yes.
they started doing that on this show, and you're like, oh wow, okay.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah. I think Mike actually added that to our queue to watch that. So I'll definitely watch that because I briefly remember when we talked. Now that you mentioned that, I'm like, okay, now it's coming back to me.
Yeah. By the way, since I got the new phone,
Yes.
I got the free trial on Apple, or the year subscription to Apple TV,
Oh, nice.
which is awesome because I had just canceled Apple TV because I'm like, oh, there's nothing I'm watching on this anymore, so I turned it off.
Mm-hmm.
There was I watched that Tom Hanks movie Greyhound.
Was that good?
It was really good, actually. It's really good. And there was another movie I watched on there which wasn't that good. I
Okay.
don't even remember what it is now, but I watched those two movies because I wanted to watch them before I canceled it. I watched them, got rid of it, and then reactivated it when I got the new phone. So I'm like, all right, well, I got it for a year. So hopefully the morning show comes back pretty soon.
I hope so. I'm guessing that there has to be delays because of COVID, right? Because it was renewed.
Yeah, probably.
There's another show. I know I told you about it a long time ago. It was about like the nanny. What the fuck is the name of that show?
The Teacher?
No.
Or is it Prime?
Hang on one second.
Not the original Nanny, right?
No, it's The Servant. That's what it's called, or Servant, whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. Yeah, there's the thing with Apple TV is their content is not as robust as it could be.
No, it's a little bit disappointing after really. I mean, it's the morning show,
Right.
and that Tom Hanks movie. After that, there's really nothing I'm interested in.
There's a show, and it must have been on HBO Max then. Mike and I were watching it. I think it's called Tiny World. And Paul Rudd. Oh no, it is on Apple TV. That's right. Okay, so there is another show on Apple TV that's actually good. It's called Tiny World.
Is it like Tiny Animals?
Yes, and it's a show. It's a nature show. I shit you
Okay.
not. Paul Rudd.
I've seen that.
It is awesome though because
Yeah.
they talk about like when you watch the extras, it took them like almost 10 years to film this and to get all the footage of these tiny little creatures.
Mhm.
It's Nando, it's fucking awesome. Like Mike and I really enjoyed it. I think it's like 6 episodes or something like that. That was actually really cool. And it's very, very consumable. I think they're like 20 some minutes a piece per episode.
Yeah.
But it reminded us both of something that could have easily been on National Geographic,
Mhm.
but really, really cool to watch that. So that is on Apple TV. I couldn't remember if it was that or HBO Max, but that's worth it too. So
There's it's Disney Plus. They're like nature animal stuff. It's amazing.
is it?
They have this one with dolphins, and they're like in the water with these things, like keeping up with them and somehow filming them, and like you're watching this, like, and you're like, is this fucking real?
Wow.
It's amazing. Like Disney Plus, check out any of those nature shows that they have on there.
I'll totally do that because I've seen a bunch. Like I've seen, the tiles for them, but I haven't watched them. So I'll definitely watch them because
They're amazing. You're watching this, like, how did they get this footage?
that's so
And-
fun to see
And
that.
it's
Yeah.
beautiful. Like, I mean, the way they film it and present it, it looks amazing.
That's so crazy because Mike and I said the same thing about Tiny World. We were just like, because I kept looking at him, I'm like, is this fake? Because the way, to your point, like the way that they shot it, it's just mind-boggling to see. But then when they show you the behind, like the extras or the behind-the-scenes shit, some of them they use these tiny little cameras,
Hmm.
like super high quality, but it's almost on par with shit that like a doctor would use like for surgery, right? Like a camera for surgery. Like that's how small some of those things are to get those shots. So that's
Yeah.
I'll definitely watch that, Matt. Thanks for the
Yeah,
reco.
check that out. Nando, what
I mean-
animal shows have you seen?
I haven't seen any animal shows, but
Lame.
well,
We gotta get
Remember-
Nando a dog still, by the way.
remember how I told you guys that like Jacqueline's been on a documentary kick?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we've been watching this Scientology one.
Which one?
What was the chick from the Kevin James show?
Yeah,
Leah Remini?
I
yeah,
watched 2 episodes of that.
it's
Yeah, Layla Rahimi.
yeah,
No.
it's interesting because like I'm like I came in maybe like 3 or 4 episodes after she started it,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh my god, like some of this shit, and I'm like, oh, like they're talking about like how kids were living on like a ranch and like some of them were being like mentally abused, physically
Yeah.
abused, and I'm just like, oh, this is terrible. Like you know what I mean? Like
It's
Yeah, there
got-
was one chick who like escaped in a trunk of a car.
yes.
it's just unbelievable. And like I mean, I could see like how they like some of them like whoever would say like, oh well, I had no idea. If you're like a regular person, like obviously you're not going to know what's going on. In a
Well,
specific,
yeah, on this compound where they don't really let anybody on.
right? Like you're not going to know. Like somebody tells you like, hey man, this is what's going on. And you'll be like, yeah, okay, you're full of shit.
Yeah.
But then
Right.
like people that are actually there, you're like, oh my god, like you kind of like you feel so bad for like all the shit that they had to go through as kids.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
know?
Dude,
Well, there's still people that are there.
Yeah.
Oh,
They haven't done anything about it that are still going through this.
hmm
well, you know what? If you guys like, if that stuff interests you to watch those kinds of documentaries, you need to watch The Vow on HBO. It's about that Ixium cult with the
Yeah.
Allison Mack and like a bunch of those people. Mike and I binged that, and it was incredible. It is when you talk about that, Nando.
Yeah.
That's kind of what the Vow reminded me of, was that Leah Remini show, because I watched that before too. And it's like, it just, a lot of the stuff that like you hear reminds me very much of that, of the Scientology one for sure.
It's just kind of like, ugh.
Like nails
Yeah.
on a chalkboard kind of.
Yeah.
Like, you can't
Well, I
stop
just can't believe that like people are doing that, and like it's hard for me to believe that like they're seeing this happen and there's still people there that believe in that,
Yeah.
or they just can't get out. Like no one's doing anything about it.
think about the Branch Davidians though, like back in the day with Waco,
Yeah.
right? Like it's kind of
Yeah.
like kind of the same thing there too, or like Jonestown, when you hear about that shit, because I mean, legitimately, like it's cult shit. So it's mind blowing when you see that people still stick around, even if they see shit, but they're just so like they're so keyed into it. And sometimes they don't find things wrong, but then there could be those like 1 or 2 people that kind of start like the uprising or whatever you want to call it to start raising the alarms. So
Yeah. So hopefully some good comes from, the what you said, the Vow one, right?
Yeah.
And this show too, that just, if people want to get out, hopefully they can, reach out to someone and
get the
get out
help.
of that life,
Yeah. Well, the Leah Remini one has been out, I think, a while now.
It's like on its 2nd or 3rd season, I think.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah. So
Yeah. It's
hopefully someone hears about it and like decides to do something about it.
yeah. So if any of you people listening are part of a cult, get the fuck out.
Right.
Except if it's the Journey to the Middle cult.
Right. This is a fun cult.
Okay.
Right.
We have our own flavor of Kool-Aid. It's called Brainwash.
I like Kool-Aid of the wine variety. So
I'm Kool-Aid of the bourbon variety.
Yeah.
it's grapey flavored. It's kind of close, right? I don't know.
I like
Yeah.
bourbon, the whiskeys, bourbon. Yeah.
No, that's what other docs have you guys been watching, Nando?
Mm. She likes to watch the oh god. She's been watching the Forensic File stuff, so whenever she puts that on, I just leave.
Well, Tell her.
I-
Oh, see, you don't have HBO Max. That's right.
Right.
Murder on Middle Beach is actually it's a true crime thing, but it goes deeper than that, and it's actually pretty damn cool.
Okay. Because I know we watched the O.J. Simpson one.
Yeah, the people versus O.J. Simpson.
Yeah, and now we're watching this one. So I'm sure she's got something else brewing in her mind that she wants to watch later on.
The O.J. Simpson.
Don't watch the R. Kelly one. It's not what you think.
No?
The O.J. Simpson one. One of the guys in that show was actually one of the guys from the Mickey Mouse Club. He was one of the lawyers for not like Simpson, like the prosecution. So yeah. That
That's
was
pretty cool.
yeah, it's totally freaking cool. Like I thought that one was well done, and Ross from Friends did a pretty good role as Kardashian.
Oh God, the Kardashians.
They're everywhere.
Yes, they're everywhere too. Like Jacqueline would do, like we would be watching it, right? And then she would sometimes bring up the trial footage and be like, "Oh, that's him right there. That's the Kardashian." And I'm like, "Yes, I know. We're watching it on TV." She's like, "I just want to see who the real person is."
I think Jacqueline puts on like those forensic things so that you leave.
I think she does. She knows it freaks
She's like,
me
I
out.
need some time alone. I'm gonna watch this.
They're like, "Damn it!" There goes Nando.
It works on Mike every time.
Yeah.
It works on Mike every damn time I turn on those shows. He walks the fuck out of the room. Can't help it. I like that shit too.
I watched and we'll wrap it up, but I watched the Alex Smith documentary.
Oh, wait, which one?
Alex Smith, he's a quarterback for the Redskins.
Oh,
The Washington team now.
yeah.
The Washington football team. Sorry.
How was that? Because didn't he kill somebody?
No, that's Aaron Hernandez. That's a different guy.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, I'm like, did he really? I'm like, oh shit.
So Alex Smith got a compound fracture in his leg,
Oh,
and it like they show it, and
Oh.
it basically looks like the inside of the leg has detached from the rest of his body.
Oh,
Oh, this one thing's flopping around.
oh.
So they documented his recovery. So what happened was, at one point after they did the initial surgery, sewed him back up and everything looked fine, and all of a sudden he started having like a reaction, like he was getting like loopy and shit. And they took the bandages off, and like his leg was like basically purple and black from
Like-
infection.
Like gangrenous almost, right?
Yeah. And so there's a point where they're like, all right, so at this point we are in life-saving mode and then leg-saving mode in that order.
oh,
Because
wow.
like he was like about to die.
Oh my god.
Fast
Oh, yeah,
forward
that-
to
It gets in your bloodstream, right?
Yeah.
Like all that.
yeah.
Poison
Right.
shit, yeah.
So fast forward to today in this football season. This was a year ago. This happened. He is playing football
Mm-hmm.
What?
and starting. Yes,
So wait, so they were able to save his leg then?
they were able to save his leg. It's it's amazing. Jen watched it with me. I'm like, this you're gonna like this medical shit. Let's watch this. And like I'm watching it, and I'm like, ugh, and like, oh, it's gross. And she's like, yeah, mm-hmm.
That's what it looks like, right?
And,
Yeah.
like, she said some medical term that I have never heard, that I guarantee neither of you have ever heard.
Wait,
That
what was the
Before
term?
they said it on the documentary, she said, oh, that's because of this. And then 5 minutes later, like, oh, that's because of this. And I'm like,
What was the term? Come on, what was the
oh,
term?
fuck if I know. People call it fragilistic
Write
exploitation.
shit
It
down.
sounded like that.
I play a doctor on TV, Matt. You seem to forget that. Like,
We all do.
right.
I was floored. I'm like, damn.
I meant to say I play a doctor on Facebook. So sorry. What the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah.
Not TV.
I self-diagnose all the time.
Right, exactly. And I fucking do. I mean, I really, really do.
It's a long day. I'm gonna have a beer.
Have one,
That's what I had.
please. I can't drink beer anymore, so please enjoy some for me.
I don't drink a lot, but I got this one and it was really good, so I kept drinking it.
Oh, I mean, you have to. I
Did you start drinking the beer this morning? Is that
just can't drink anything carbonated. So I mean, please, definitely. Hey, Boogie, please, definitely
Well, just
drink.
have more whiskey.
Yeah, well, yeah, tonight
Yeah.
that's not gonna happen. But yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, generally that's what I would do for sure. That's typically what I would do.
All right, so I know Dana's got more work ahead of her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunately, guys.
I have some relaxing I got to get to.
Me too.
Nando has some forensic files to get to.
Yes,
I'm gonna
exactly.
delete that shit.
Then you're gonna start finding like notes all over if you start deleting that shit, dude.
Damn it.
No, so what is it, Matt? So what's our email address?
Make sure I don't mix it up with my other one. journeytothemiddle@gmail.com. Check us out on the old Facebook.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
Facebooks and
Look at faces.
the Book of Faces, and let's see where else. We're on Apple, we're on Spotify, we're on
We're on Pocket Casts, Stitcher, Google Play,
YouTube also, right?
YouTube as well. Yes.
Right. Right on. Let's see. What
We're
else?
everywhere.
We're on all of the things.
We're on all the things, so you should be able to share them and like them,
Mhm.
subscribe to them.
Definitely.
And I hope you all enjoyed your Thanksgiving and ate lots of turkey.
And I hope you didn't catch COVID because of it.
Yeah.
But I really hope you didn't catch COVID because of it.
If you got COVID, just stay away from me.
Right. Just stay far the fuck away from all of us.
Go quarantine. Go quarantine and listen to the other 30 some episodes of Journey to the Middle.
Yeah.
That's right.
Excellent idea. And wear a goddamn mask.
Yeah, wear a goddamn mask. Wear the biggest mask you can find.
I mean, basically, at that point you have to.
With your nose sticking out.
Those
What's
ass-
the biggest mask? I've never seen a mask this big.
that's my favorite part. Like, I do not go into stores except once in a blue moon. And they're like, masks are required. I'm like, can you just tell these assholes that your nose must also be covered on the mask too when you tell them that it's required in your establishment? Because, you know, some people need to be reminded apparently. So, yeah. Anyway.
So that's all I got. Nando, do you got anything else?
I got nothing.
Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, man.
Well, until we record again on Sunday for real. Since
Yeah.
this is Sunday. Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye,
Bye.
faithful listeners.